ready to print. I hope I have enough ink in my printer. I refill this printer constantly with ink. That's another chore that is kind of sucky to do. Anyway, so I have 2 sets here, so there's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stickers. And this is the kind of original size at 300 dpi, I think. I think, yeah, this is the original size. And then this, they're slightly bigger. I scanned them at a higher resolution, so they're slightly bigger. So I'll see which one I like better once they come out. Oh, by the way, someone was asking in the last vlog what these stickers were for. So these are for the March club rewards. They're the bakery sticker sets in sets of 64 and sets of 25. So this 25 ones are slightly bigger. I have these plastic baggies that I bought a while ago at Dollarama, and I'm just using them to kind of combine them before I put them in the actual packaging, just so they don't, they're all numbered and properly, they're proper sets. So I'm just gonna probably reuse these little baggies throughout the time I'm making these sticker sets and future ones. I have a ton of them, so I don't want them to kind of, I'm gonna be reusing them constantly. But yeah, it's a great way to store them for now. So yeah, I've cut a lot. I'm not sure, I think I have enough for my club members, but I want to keep cutting ones for the store update. But yeah, I cut them all by myself, and I think I did pretty good. So they look really cute. I'm excited to package them all up. This guy is coming out. Oh, colors are too saturated, it looks like, for me. Scissors. You know what I forgot to, I was just looking through my files, my scanned files, and I forgot about the squonks that I did. So I think I might make that into a set for the update as well. There's gonna be, I'm probably gonna call it Crying Piggies instead of squonks. I'm so shiny. But yeah, I forgot about those, so those are gonna be a really cute set. So I'm gonna set those up as well into a sheet I can cut stickers from. I've been cutting stickers almost every night. It's really relaxing. I really enjoy it. So I just sit down on the couch and kind of cut away. Okay. I'm gonna decrease the saturation. I mean, the colors are pretty good. Size, I feel like the ones at the bottom are too big. So the ones that I made bigger are, well, the Klimt one is the biggest, but the other ones are about 2 inches. About 2 inches. And then the smaller ones are about 1.5 inches, again, except for the Klimt one. So I have this set. I want to just check if it'll fit the baggie that I have. Yeah, the big ones would fit. I kind of like the big ones. Let me cut them out to further assess. So now I'm printing out a version that is less saturation and slightly smaller. So I made the big ones about 10% smaller. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, but we shall see. Because these are printed on paper stickers, so paper adhesive, so it'd be really nice to be on like an art journal or an agenda. So I don't want them to be too big because they're not really meant to be for your water bottle or your laptop or something like that. They're meant to be for a journal or an agenda, so within a page. You can do it in a sketchbook too, so that's my intent for them, because I just really like the paper stickers, especially for my traditional work. I think they look a lot better compared to printing them out on glossier sticker paper. I just think it maintains the feel of that traditionalness with just it being on a paper sticker. I love paper stickers, okay? I turned on some extra light so you can actually see differences in color here. So this one is the slightly smaller one and less saturation. So I guess you can compare it the easiest to the egg, because the egg has lighter color, so you can, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, this one is a little brighter, and this one has the saturatedness from before. And I don't know if you can tell. I can see the difference, but it's almost like negligible. It's just my artist brain, I guess. You know, when you're doing a digital painting and you're like adjusting saturation and contrast and levels and curves and all that, and by the time you're done sort of playing around with it, you can't tell anything anymore. But I don't know. I printed this. I scanned it into a CMYK format. So it's where's the originals? I guess I'd like to compare it to the original paintings. I feel like I'm leaning towards the more saturated one. Yeah, the original saturation was fine. Okay, so I pulled out the originals from the scanner. Oh yeah, they definitely needed a help with the saturation. Look at this. So this is the original painting. I had it a bit more grayish tone. So the filter that I used put a little bit more pinks and a little bit more blues. I tend to like that look. So I think that looks cute. I mean, it looks better, I think. It really also... I also sharpened this so you can really see the watercolor finish on that. So yeah, interesting to kind of compare. This is the original painting. Look how much saturated the one I edited on Photoshop. I also cleaned up the edges and certain spots where I had like made an error or something like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the original saturation and the smaller size. This one is way too big. Okay, back to being a cave dweller. I don't know why I like working in this like kind of gloom, not gloom, but like dim lighting. These tryout stickers are gonna be mine. So the exciting part of creating new stickers is when I'm trying them out, I get to use them. Let's do, oh, this is how Frida turned out, by the way. I was, when I was cleaning her up, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be the hardest sticker to cut. I could have just cut, I don't know if I can cut around those, but okay, let's try the Klimt sticker on my agenda for this week, or the page, my weekly spread. Oh. Oh. Nice. I just like the consistency of the paper and paper. It's good. Oh, and for the final, I decided to do 3 clocks in the set. So because I had space for another sticker, and I love being able to fit a bunch of stickers on the sticker paper, because that just makes, you know, makes the cost of the sticker paper worth it if I can print as much stickers as I can on each surface. So I'm going to put the time one on Friday because that's when sticker pre-orders end, so I think that's pretty timely. And then the Van Gogh sunflower. Right here. I'm going to turn the page over because I have some personal stuff happening on that side. So now, I think my favorite one of the set is the Dolly egg. Pretty easy to peel. I'm worried about that. I don't think people like stickers that aren't sheets just because they're harder to peel, but let's put the egg on my nephew's birthday, the 10th of April. Okay, let's use the rest of these. I'm gonna edit the vlog today as well and have it up by Wednesday, tomorrow. I found that when I uploaded the vlog, usually I had been uploading it on Tuesday nights, but Tuesday nights or afternoons. But when I uploaded it on Wednesday, because I had forgotten that was the schedule I was keeping to, Tuesdays and Thursdays, it had more views on Wednesdays. So maybe just more people are looking for content to watch during hump day, like the middle of the week. Let's do Frida. Oh, and thank you to the people who have joined the Video Pal Club on YouTube. Pretty cool. Make sure you join the Discord. I posted the first few pictures of these stickers on there, like when I was working on them. It's like a sneak peek. I've been updating more on Discord. It's harder to update on Squarespace, and I don't think people go to that, like Patreon, people don't usually go to that platform anyway. They just kind of find other avenues to see artwork. I'm running out of battery. Hold on. I went with the yellow, and I just called it Art Gallery. I really couldn't think of anything that would be good enough or funny or, you know, clever, so it's just called Art Gallery. but I cut the stickers out and put them in. What I'll do, here you go, art gallery. 9 paper stickers. It's still dark in here, but the squonks turned out great. So these are the ones I selected. So there's gonna be 10 of them. I could only fit 9 on this sheet, so I'll fit like a bunch of the other one. So there's gonna be 10 of these squonks. They look really good. Yay! I hope you enjoyed that beginning of the speed paint with a little bit of some ASMR content there. So as you can see, the page has not really flattened, it's still kind of bubbly and wrinkly, but as I noticed with this paper, as I go on working and adding more watercolor into the surface, it flattens out, it dries a little bit more, and then once it dries again, when all that watercolor is dry, it will wrinkle up again. So right now this finished page is actually being crushed by a bunch of watercolor pads, and it's working out pretty well. I thought I'd just quickly pop in to talk about working on this page. I had a lot of fun with it. I was a little bit nervous going into it because after I had put that wash of red and different like blue and black watercolor, I obscured a lot of the pencils, but I really enjoyed that aspect of it actually because of the challenge that it gave me. You'll see later that I use a pencil. I think it's coming up. I use pencil to kind of draw in the face of the individual on your left there because I was like, I need a little bit of a guide because all the pencil was just obscured from all the paint that I put in. So here I'm putting some pencil down, and then it worked out pretty well. I think I was successful in obtaining the look that I wanted for this page, and I also had tons of fun with it. So for this comic, I'm probably going to talk about it a little bit more as I continue working on it and having some footage of it throughout the vlogs in the next couple, vlogs. I really wanted to do a watercolor look for this comic. Just because I felt like my past comics, I did put a lot of effort in them, but not as much effort as creating something fully rendered in watercolor. I looked back at my comic Exodus, which was done with watercolor and color pencil, and I was like, well, I don't know why I haven't done that in a while. I guess it's just because there's a lot of time and effort in creating watercolor comics. So I decided for this one I was gonna go all out, and I am doing that. I haven't even scanned the pages in yet, so I have no idea what they're gonna look like scanned in. I've done, the long dragon illustration in this kind of watercolor style, and that worked out well scanned in. But in terms of this getting scanned into a comic page, I'm obviously gonna do a lot of editing, and I'm gonna be putting in text and dialogue, thought bubbles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be adding a lot of effects afterwards. So I have literally no idea what it's gonna look like when it's finalized. I decided to include this part here. I was like, no, I don't want that. I want to replace it with something else. So what I'm doing is I'm just using a wet brush with just water and kind of getting rid of the watercolor that I put down, and using some paper towel. But then later I decided to do the same thing I was gonna do. So I think I had the brain fart there, but I was able to save it in time. So I do make mistakes when I'm laying down watercolor, but if I am fast enough and if I have my clean water ready, I can kind of lift pigment up, and which is kind of surprising for this paper because it's so light, but it is very durable. So I also try not to put down too many layers because, again, it's still pretty thin paper and I don't want to abuse it. Here's some tape peeling action. I think it's pretty satisfying to look at and listen to. And that's it. I really just wanted to pop in quickly for the speed paint so you don't get bored watching me paint in silence. And here I am taking some shots. You can see the paper is wrinkly, but it'll flatten out if I flatten it under my pads. And here I am awkwardly trying to show you the full page because I don't want to scan these pages yet. I'm going to scan them all when I'm done, so I can't look back and redo stuff again and again. All right, bye. $11 Wednesday, March 30th. I just finished filming that comic page, and I used my other, whatever you call this, tripod, I guess. Yeah, this one is a little bit more flimsy, especially if the thing itself is outstretched, so the camera shakes a lot. But if I coil it this way, it's a little bit more sturdy. So hopefully that that perspective you had was okay. I was trying it out. And it's funny, I filmed an artsy shot of me putting away all my stuff. I did put away all my stuff, but this, I keep my paper towels, I dry them out, and I reuse them again. So, as much as I can without the color transferring. So, this one definitely needs to be thrown out after I use it again, and then this one still has some life in it. So, I'll just, yeah. And as you saw, I really need to fix up my art caddy thing. I need to organize it. I usually just dry it inside the caddy itself so it doesn't take up any space. Yeah, so need to clean this up. It was organized at some point. Now it's just like a jumble of things, so at some point I will fix that. I leave my paints out because I'm gonna paint more comic pages tomorrow. And yeah, at 11 o'clock I'm gonna wind down. Oh, actually, I'm gonna edit a TikTok, Reel, and YouTube short if I can. I usually edit these short videos right away after I film them because If I leave them, then I don't do them. It's just I need to keep that energy up, and I have fun doing it anyway. So okay, edit. I usually edit a TikTok first because I find that that's where I get the least views, because I don't have too many followers there. So I edit a TikTok first, and I usually post a lot of stuff earlier there. So if you have a TikTok, you can follow me there to see some earlier kind of short videos, reels, and then I do Instagram. It's also because I'm faster at editing TikTok videos than Instagram reels. I find that the TikTok interface is much faster, or it's easier. Instagram, I'm getting a little bit better, and YouTube Shorts, not so bad actually. Their interface is pretty good. I wonder what other app they are going to throw at us in the next couple of years. And another Dali illustrate painting that I really love is this part of that painting. I don't know what it's called, but I remember doing a report on this when I was in elementary school. The report required us to go to the library and actually find books and